Yo, yo, what is up? What is up, my fellow kings and queens? Uh, as you can tell by the title, Math Hoffa speaks. Um, I thought, considering the circumstances, uh, he did a good job speaking, and I felt it was from the heart. I felt it was sincere. Uh, I don't. Okay, so here's the thing. Earlier, I said I wanted him to speak, and I still, you know, stick to that. You dig what I'm saying? But I don't agree with not speaking to your family first. You know what I mean? Speak to your family first, and then decide if you want to come out and speak. You dig what I'm saying? And I know it's conflicting. I know it's conflicting inside. You know what I mean? I don't know what those allegations feel like, but I can only imagine. You know what I mean? Something being pinned on you that isn't you. You dig what I'm saying? And for everybody in the world to be like, you did this or you did that. You did what I'm saying is, and you know you didn't, or if you think you didn't, not if you think you didn't, but if you know in your heart that you didn't, it's hard not to speak about it. But on the other hand, you kind of have to be smart. You know what I mean? And detailing things is probably not the smartest thing. But however, he didn't go into great detail, so there isn't too much from the story he gave. From the story he gave, I guess they met up. Uh, they went back to his house, I guess, or his parents' house. Met his family. She took a shower. Got some of his shorts and one of his t-shirts. I guess to change after the shower. Uh, they went out for smoothies, and he paid for a cab to go home. She kissed her, or yeah, she kissed him, and she went home in a cab from the smoothie place. That was it. That was all that he said, and he was saying that he was advised not to say anything, but that it was so hard not to say anything whenever you speak to the people every night at 10 p.m. And second of all, this is what he does for a living. You know what I mean? Um, and I personally feel that is being blockaded. You know what I mean? Him being able to speak for a living, because normally there's maybe, I'll say 300 to 800 people in read between the lines. And I've been in there since day one. So I know about cats, all of that. You know what I mean? If you don't know about cats, you ain't, you know what I mean? You ain't read between the lines. You ain't Hoffa gang for real, for real. You dig what I'm saying? Like, and there was, at its peak, maybe 5,200 people in there. Ridiculous. So much that the chat on my end broke. You know what I mean? I don't know if my if I need to get a new phone or what. You did. Either way, there were people in there just to be in there to hear him speak, just for the drama. You dig what I'm saying? And I'm gonna be real with you. I was in there to hear him speak as well, but I'm also in there every day. You dig what I'm saying? Every day. Uh, 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 even there's a few people in there like Truth, the poet, Sly, uh, who else is in there? Debo be in there. Uh, it's a whole bunch of people in there, and it's a good vibes all the time. You know what I mean? Positive stuff, and for this to come out is, you know, obviously devastating to him. Hearing him speak, you can hear the tremble in his voice as he speaks. The true, like, man, what the fuck is going on? You dig what I'm saying? As he's speaking, you dig what I'm saying? And it, for me, it would be overwhelming. You dig what I'm saying? But I felt like he handled himself well. I I I don't necessarily agree with speaking to the public before speaking to family. Um, and even seeking a little bit of counsel on what you can say and what you can't say. You know what I mean? From lawyers and things like that. He did say, those things take, months for a lawsuit and a cease and desist. Uh, I don't know how that stuff works, but I can only imagine that you can definitely seek advice from those people, while that is seek advice on what you can say and what you can't say from those people uh, while that stuff is in process. You dig what I'm saying? Like, I'm not the brightest bulb, but I figured that's how you can, or that's how that will work, especially if you're paying for a lawyer. You know, those that's what they're there for, I think. Um, either way, man. Either way, this is it's very tragic. You know what I mean? I heard I listened to Angry Fan earlier, and like, basically that this is enough stain on battle rap that's not needed. You know what I mean? Even if it is not true, even if it is true, it is definitely a stain that is not needed. And for this to be happening, uh, even right now in these times, it's crazy. Like, it's you know math uh, ascending, you know, in his career, in his second career, in his rebirth, if you want to call it, in his second branding. You feel me? Or taking his brand to the next level. It feels like it's trying to be cut short by an outside source, like, and I don't know if it's spiritual or anything like that. I don't know, you know what I mean? If it's something he got to get right with himself, or if it's a test. Uh, but either way, what I want to say to Math, if you do watch this, big bro, hold your head. You know what I mean? Stay positive like you always do every day. Read between the lines. You did, or even even in your podcast, like, always positive, man, and just stay that way. Keep your head up. You know what I mean? They always gonna try to tear you down, but you can't tear down what's permanent. You feel me? King.